Hello again, I'm Lori and Sasha's behind the camera, and today we're going to make blackberry jam, blackberry preserves, whatever you want to call it. I think ours is kind of a mixture. We have 5.5 pounds of blackberries. Now this is from our backyard. Years ago I went and bought 2 blackberry canes at the end of the season, and they're easy to grow. So here we have 5.5 pounds, and we're going to make this. You're going to need 5 cups altogether of pulp and juice. So we have a juicer that will strain the seeds out and give us just the juice. This is our garbage bowl. You're going to need Sure Gel and sugar, and that's basically it. You're just going to measure it out. In fact, the directions are inside the Sure Gel container. It's really easy, it's fun to do, and we're going to get started. The first thing we're going to do is take some berries and put it in our de-seeder. You can find these anywhere, but we'll just fill it, and we're going to do 3 cups of just juice and pulp. Now the pulp will have it won't have any seeds in it, but it will give a little more texture to your jam. If you just smashed the berries and had all those seeds in there, that's all you'd be eating is seeds. So you just turn this and the juice will come smashing out the other side. It's kind of gross looking, but
tastes good though.
It tastes delicious. So we're going to get our 3 cups of juice, and we'll be right back. Okay, we've stopped to show you some of the process in the middle. This is the seed. Now if you had all that, you would have the very center of the blackberry, which is this part in here that holds the seed, this white, and all the seeds in all that. So you would have all this in your jam. So you don't want all of it, and your hands are going to get quite stained. You want to wear gloves, that's fine. Not everybody can deal with having the stuff on there.
Red stained hands.
Yeah, for
a week.
Well, 3 or 4 days. Not that bad. And on the grinder itself, you'll have this thick pulp. See it? You can see it. And we'll scrape that off at the very end, and that'll give a little more texture to it. So I'm scraping this off so we can measure how much we have. And it's quite tasty just to drink the leftover, whatever's left over. Give you a little charge in the morning.
So once we measure, we're just going to put it in our little pot over there. And then once we have 3 cups of this, we'll start smashing some of the other berries. So we'll have some seeds because we like the seeds, just not too many.
Okay, we've measured this out, and this was 3 cups, almost exactly. So if you want a little more seed, and you can decide once you get it in there, you can pull some juice out. You can also, if you wanted half and half, you can pour it in a jar and save this for later or drink it. We have plenty. We're going to do a few batches. So if we decide that we wanted a little seedier, which sounds kind of odd, but to just give it that really blackberry jam texture that you're used to, that your grandma made, then we'll add a little more, and then we'll pull out some juice.
As long as you have 5 cups at the end, that's all that matters, really.
Right, and I'm going to measure out, so we had 3 cups, so I want 2 cups of this pulpy.
I'm just going to put them in there just so she can smash them with her hands, get them dirty.
And it's going to take a couple cups, so I'm putting it in here. Gives me a little more room to work with. And like I said, your hands are going to get smashed. And what I like to do too is to pull this out. I don't really want that in my jam.
It's the little seed center.
Right, it is the center of the seed.
It just has an odd texture, and it's just not appetizing to find in jam.
It's not pleasurable. And so sometimes it's really, really pithy and hard, like in this one. And you'll just pull it off to the side. And then after you smash all this and get all that out, then you'll remeasure so you'll have the exact amount. As you can see, I poured it from here to here, and it's close to 2 cups. And
not quite, but close.
Not quite. Here is the rest of the good stuff. So we're going to take this off.
Maybe.
Yeah, it comes off. It's just
a big pain.
And then we will pull this out. You have some seed in there still. And there's the rest of your seeds. The rest of this stuff is just goodness. Goodness full of love. And we're going to take this too. And your hands will get stained. I did say that, right? If I didn't, they will get stained. So here is our 2 cups of juice and pulp. And it will be everywhere. So be someplace that you can actually work and
not worry about
clean up.
Dirty.
Yeah, because it's going to get dirty. This is a messy process, but oh, is it so tasty in the middle of winter. And your friends and family will love you for it. I always have lots of requests. As you can see, I have a Christmas apron on. It is not Christmas, it is summer, but it's the one my daughter made me, so it's the one I like to wear. Okay, we're going to add this to this and start the process. So when we do that, we will meet you in the kitchen. Here we are in the kitchen. Here's all the juice and the pulp and everything. We got our jars doing the sterilizing thing. I sterilize everything just to be safe. It's a good practice to have. We're going to turn this heat on and we're going to add this pectin. We use Sure Gel. You can use any of them. They all are basically the same. This is just going to cause it to gel. This is what causes it to gel. You want to do this is the quick cook. You can do a long cook. This is the quickest and easiest way for the same result every single time. So we're just going to add this. It's got Blackberry stuff all over it from us doing this already. But it's just a powder. There is fruit pectin in all fruit. This is just to ensure that your jelly is consistent. And then we're going to stir this in. It's a little weird looking. It's powdery. Going to stir this in, and and it takes a few minutes. Make sure you have a timer. You need a timer to do this. Going to stir this in really good, and I stir it and stir it and stir it and stir it, just to make sure there's no clumps. You're going to bring it to a boil.
A rolling boil.
And once it comes to a rolling boil, you're going to add all your sugar that you've pre-measured. And it takes
7 cups.
7 cups of sugar. So you will add that to this. And then as soon as it comes back to that same boil again,
time it for 1 minute.
Exactly. And then turn it off. And then you'll be ready to put it in your jars. So we're going to start cooking this. You don't want to see that. Okay. So come to a full boil, and you can tell because
rolling boil.
Rolling, because when you stir it, it doesn't go away. See, when you stop, it's right there with you. Right there it is. So we're going to add our sugar.
7 cups, remember?
7 cups. Just dump it all in there. Stir it in. That's going to cause that to stop. It'll dissolve quite quickly. You'll be able to feel when it's all stirred in. That'll cool it down enough that it'll stop doing its thing. And you can see I've stirred away all
boiling.
Yes.
Bubbles.
All the bubbles. Okay, we're going to let this continue cooking.
When it comes to a rolling boil again, then we're going to time it for a minute and let it boil at a rolling boil for a whole minute. Then we're going to be ready to put it in our jars.
And it'll be ready. Here we are, and we're setting our timer for 1 minute. And in 1 minute, we are going to
ladle it into our jars.
Okay, we're just ladling into the jars here.
They're sterilized jars. We already said that, but
just to reiterate.
Yep.
Can't be too clean about stuff like that you're going to be eating.
You know, months down the road.
Right. Now, you can fill your jars right to the mark, wherever you want to fill them. We try to get the most out of ours. We want them nice and full. Wipe the top off, just like before. Going to get our sterilized lid. Now, we have 4 for sure. We're going to do a little one. Because we have a little left here, and we'll be enjoying that.
Perfect.
Perfect amount here. Or you can give this one away to your neighbors, or keep it for yourself. I never can remember exactly how many we get out, so always make sure you have enough jars. You do not want to be at the very end of doing something and find out, oh, I need 1 more jar. I'm going to put them in our canner so we can seal them. Hand tighten them. Make sure they're hand tightened. You don't want any of the goodness escaping. We're going to do a water bath for 10 minutes.
Yep. They boil for 10 minutes once they get going.
Right. Bring them to a rolling.
No, it's like a gentle boil. It's not quite. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's gentle, but you want to make sure that it is continuing.
Yeah.
Even your small one will be in there 10 minutes.
Yep.
I'm going to put the lid on this.
And wait for it to boil.
Check it in a few minutes. You'll hear it. You get used to the sound of it. Then set your timer. Do it 10 minutes. Turn your timer off. Set them someplace to cool. Our timer went off. I'm going to turn the canner off. Take our jars out. Don't forget, you do not want to set them on anything cold, because they're really hot and they could crack. I'm going to move them over here. Set them on a cooling rack. And they'll sit there 4 or 5 minutes, 10 minutes maybe, and you'll hear them start to seal.
And mind you, you can see that they're still watery, but they'll gel when they get cool.
Yeah, they will jelly right up for you. You'll hear a ping, and the cap will seal itself down in by pulling all the pressurizing. There was one.
Yep.
From canning. All that heat will cause this to pressurize, and it will pull that down and make that rubber seal it. And you'll be ready to, if you make enough, there was another one, hopefully you'll have all you can eat and a little more to give away.
All year long.
All year long. Thanks for watching Homemade Blackberry Jam.